Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Hockey season is officially back here in Orono. Jack Webb alongside Tyler Cruz. We are live here at Alfond Arena, where we just got our first look at the 2024-25 Black Bears. Jack picked to finish 4th this year in the Hockey East preseason coaches poll. That's a big step up from last year's 9th. What are your early thoughts as we approach the season? It gets underway here in less than a month.
Yeah, I think they've certainly earned the respect of their peers, right? And they already have the respect of the Alfond Arena and the Maine faithful, but with those expectations, they've been ramped up a notch from last year. I think the momentum they've carried kind of strangely throughout the summer, right? It was a disappointing loss to Cornell, but still, everyone's still excited. They're talking about next year, this year, Maine hockey. That kind of brings a lot of expectations.
Yeah, and I asked Coach Barr about those expectations because, you make the Sweet 16 last year, and you talk in the offseason about the depth of your team. We'll get to that in a second. The expectations are going to increase, and I asked, does that put any pressure on you? He says, no, the team welcomes it. Captain this year, David Brazil, says, expectation is a privilege. We like that people expect high things of us. They expect high things of themselves this year. That being said, though, the roster does look a little bit different.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different. You got newcomers, in specifically McCarr and Mitten, who were huge pieces of their team. McCarr at UMass and Mitten at Colgate. One thing that is really encouraging, you talked about Brazil. Both guys who wore the C on their chest last year return in a Black Bear uniform this year. I think that'll be big for welcoming these newcomers in and getting them integrated within the team.
Yeah, and of Brazil, Lyndon Breen, also the captain, returning. They've been part of Ben Barr's Black Bears since the start. I mean, they've been here since his first year, so they know what the expectations are. They know what the standard of work ethic is. They know how Maine hockey is supposed to carry themselves.
Yeah, without a doubt. They know exactly what he wants. If they don't have the message now, which they clearly did after how they performed last year, they'll never get it. So the good news is they know that message, and they can relay it to anyone they need to on the team.
And they're losing guys like Donovan Houle, like Ben Poisson, like Bradley Nadeau. That's a big one. But when we talked to Ben Barr in the offseason, after the transfer portal kind of settled down, he said that this could be the deepest team he's had since he's come to Maine. When I asked him that today, he echoed that sentiment. Take a listen.
I think we have a lot of guys that can play at this level that are good players. Who's going to step into roles that, take a step and become, a really good player than just a good player. I think that's what you're always, as coaches, you're always looking for when a new season starts. Is because obviously, we lost Bradley, a really good player. We're not going to replace Bradley, but we need to replace him in the in the aggregate, so to speak, where we need everybody to be a little bit better.
Yeah, and like you said, replacing Bradley Nadeau in the aggregate, having a lot of guys step up, that comes with depth. It should be a very exciting year for Maine hockey. They made the NCAA tournament. They were a top 5 team at some point in the nation last year, looking to take that step up. It all starts right here, October 5th. That's a Saturday against AIC. That's when the season starts, less than a month away. For now, from Jack Webb, Tyler Cruz, that is all the time we have for sports. We're going to send it to Chase Ropenack with your full 5-day forecast.